Initially like it may go long, but it was starting to dip there, in Washington treading toward the back line, kept it going, but then the swing from Zoe Riskovsky sent it into the middle of the net. And now Defne Eciroglu to serve for the Privateers, and a tie score at 22-all. High short serve, Washington just gets to it from a tight set Riskovsky, and that one could not go. There was no touch, so that's 4 hits on the Lions. Now East Texas A&M has not used a timeout yet. Coach Morales, will he use one here? I think he might. There is a sub coming in. It's Courtney Green who's going to sub in for Riskovsky. Green, a senior out of West Jordan, Utah, will be up front. Well, now we have a delay because the camera, I think, was kind of jostled there during that last rally. So that is being readjusted here from Gabby Cartagena, former women's basketball student who is now part of the women's basketball staff as a GA and works in facilities here at the University of New Orleans as well. As Eciroglu's short serve, there's Campbell. We're back in play. Here's a big swing by Roper and a kill. Peyton Roper has gotten it at the apex twice for some big swings, and that one gets the Lions back on serve. They needed that side out. The side out percentage is very close, and actually they're dead even, 50% on each side. Fetty to serve. She sends it on an angle over Sapp. Now Eciroglu will set up here for Mayoni, and there was no block touch. And that will be a point for East Texas A&M. 4 hits, and now a timeout will be called by Coach Preston. That's their last, as they're facing a set point to have to fend off here. East Texas A&M leads it 24-23. There have been 106 swings in this first set. As we take a look at MJ Klauman and the difference she's made up front from a blocking perspective, Klauman has been in on 4 of the Lions' 6 blocks thus far, and just really athletic getting out there, just shuffling her feet. She's got a pretty long wingspan at 6'3", one of the taller players, actually the tallest player on the team. Has used that height and that athleticism to her advantage to really get out there to the outside and block those outside attempts, whether it have been from Sapp or Piva. And East Texas A&M has neutralized this Privateer offense, but New Orleans has certainly done the same for the Lions. Both teams have been locked in this intense duel through 47 rallies. Will the Lions finish out the first set in their favor here and take a crucial opening set on the road? Or can the Privateers fight their way back, like they did last Saturday against Lamar, where they were able to extend it to extra rallies and eventually win it 27-25. The only difference is New Orleans had 3 attempts at set point on their side. They never trailed late in the set. Different story here tonight, at least at this very juncture anyway. Fetty to serve. Fetty sends it deep, and Piva receives. Now set from Eciroglu for Mayoni. There's a dig by Fetty. Now a set to the outside. Campbell off the cross-court swing. There's Alamo. Mayoni another try, tips it deep, but there's Washington to punch it up in the air. Now set it up for Campbell. Off the block touch, Eciroglu slides to it. Alamo for Mayoni once more. High block touch. Fetty digs. Now set to the middle here. Box tips it over, but there's Alamo. Good cover from the back. Here's a big swing by Roundtree, rejected, and the Lions take the first set. Brooke Box was there to turn away Courtney Roundtree, and the 7th block of the set and the match gives the first set to East Texas A&M 25-23 in a set that was all about defense. The Lions made the big defensive play at the end to seal the opening set in their favor. Quick timeout. We'll come back in just a moment. This is college volleyball on ESPN+.